Hi and welcome, I am Helle, and today I'm going to talk about 10 great games for beginners and for families. I think they're all family friendly too, and I will start with the easiest one and then go a bit up. So I've tried to order the list in that way. And I will start with the first game, and that is Kingdomino. And this is a game for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 15 minutes to play and is for the ages 8+. And in Kingdomino, each player, they're going to build their own city. And you're going to select tiles and place to your city. And there are some restrictions to how you can place them. And you're going to build a grid that is going to be 5 times 5. And then you're trying to connect the same type of landscape and then getting crowns, because that is going to score you points at the end of the game. And when all players, they have built, so hopefully you can build the 5 times 5, you're just going to score. And the one with the most points is going to be the winner of the game. So that is my first game on the list, Kingdomino, a quick, simple little game, but that I think is a fun game too. And second on my list, I have My Gold Mine, and this is a game for 2 to 6 players. It takes about 25 minutes to play, and it's for the ages 7+. And in this game, you are in a mine and you're going to collect the gold, but beware, there is a Draco. And if he enters the same space as you are in, then you are not going to get any gold from the mine. That day you are going to be empty-handed. So it's a bit of a risk. How far in the mine do you think you can go to collect gold nuggets before it's time to go back out? And in this game, it's a race to get the most gold. And it's a fun little tense pressure lock family game. And next up, I have chosen Patchwork. This is the only 2-player game I've selected. All games can be played by 2 players, but this is the only one. It's only for 2 players, or nearly only. But Patchwork is a game for 2 players. It takes about 15 to 30 minutes to play, and it's for the ages 8+. And I really think this is a great, simple little puzzle 2-player game. Each player, they're going to get a board, and you're going to have a lot of tiles around the board, and then you're going to buy tiles with the buttons, and then you're going to try to fill the whole square out that you have. And then at the end of the game, you're just going to score for all the buttons you have collected, and then you're going to score minus points for each space you haven't filled out. So you are trying to collect buttons, but also fill out the whole space if possible. A really simple, good 2-player game. And then on the next on the list is Splendor, or Splendor Duel, if you want it for 2 players. But Splendor, the normal Splendor here is for 2 to 4 players, and it takes about 30 minutes to play, and it's for the ages 10+. And in this game, you are going to collect cards. You're going to get an engine up. You're going to buy cards, and then each card you have bought, they are going to have a color, and that is going to be something that you can buy cards for. So you're going to grab chips, you're going to use the cards you have bought, and there are also points on them. And then you have some common goals you're going to try to go for too. So you're building up cards with different symbols, with different colors, and these colors you can use to buy even more expensive cards. So I really think this is a great little game too. So that is Splendor. And if you want it just for 2 players, they have made a great version here, Splendor Duel. And the next one I have chosen, that is King of Tokyo. And this is a game for 2 to 6 players. It takes about 30 minutes to play, and is for the ages 8+. And in King of Tokyo, each of you're going to control your own monster, giant monster. And you're going to roll dice, you're going to give each other damage. You're starting with 10 health, and you are competing in being the last monster standing, eliminating all the other players, or being the first to get up to 20 points. This is a fun, family, easy to teach game, King of Tokyo. And next up, I have chosen Sushi Roll. This is a game for 2 to 5 players. It takes about 20 minutes, and it's for the ages 8+. And in Sushi Roll, each player, they're going to get their own little mat. You're going to roll dice, and then you're going to select dice. and you're going to try to make combinations for your sushis and collecting some of the same sort of dice, and then you're going to score points for what you have collected. And you also have some chopsticks where you can steal dice from another player, or maybe you can re-roll some dice to maybe get some other die faces on the one you have in the tray in front of you. This is a simple little collect dice and try to collect some of the same symbols and then score the most points. And the next game I have selected is Kanagawa. And this is a game for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 45 minutes to play and is for the ages 10 plus. And in this game, you're going to paint pictures. So you're going to select cards, and the cards, some of them, they will have some abilities that you can use, and they're also going to give you colors you can use, where you can use your brushes to place on the colors so you can grab other cards that you can build. There's a card selection that you're going to select cards. You're going to try to collect different things that can score you. You're going to try to have some of the same type of cards with the same symbols next to each other, because they're going to score you points at the end of the game. So a beautiful little game where you're going to paint your own pictures, Kanagawa. And the next game I have chosen, that is Azul. And this is a game for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play, and it's for the ages 8 plus. And I have 2 versions of this game. I also have this little travel version, which I think is pretty good. And in this game, each player, they're going to draft tiles, and then you're going to fill out your patterns. You're going to try to make rows and columns. So this is a game where you're going to on turn draft tiles, and then you're going to try and place them. And if there are some you can't place, then they will give you minus points. So this is a tile drafting placement game. And the next game I have chosen is a very old game, but still very popular, and it is also good. This is Ticket to Ride. This is a German version, so it's called Zug um Zug here, but it is Ticket to Ride. And this is a game for 2 to 5 players, and it takes about 30 to 60 minutes to play, and this is for the ages 8 plus. And in Ticket to Ride, you're going to build roads. You're going to get tickets from where you're going to go from one city to another city, and then you're going to try and make a route with your trains, and only with your color of trains. And if you can manage to do so, you're going to score points for the tickets you have. And if you can't, then the tickets, they're going to give you minus points. So you have to be careful when you grab tickets that you will be able to make routes to all of the tickets, the cities that you have chosen. And for the last game on this list, I have chosen Cascadia. And this is a game for 1 to 4 players. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play, and it's for the ages 10 plus. And in this game, each player, they are on their turn, they're going to draft a tile with an animal on them, and then they're going to place them. And then there are some common goals you're going to go for how you can score each of the different types of animals. And that is what you're just going to draft tiles, build to your landscape, and you're also trying to build the same type of landscape, because you're going to score for your biggest areas of the different types of landscapes. So this is my selection of 10 great games for beginners, and also games that I think are all family friendly. I will tell you, there are many more games that I think are good to play with the new players and beginner friendly. I am going to make one more video with my top 10 great beginner games that are medium heavy, that are going from the easy, that are going from the Cascadia level and a bit up. So I'm going to advance them up, so you have the very easy games here, and then I'm going to have one more list. But I hope you enjoyed the list. That was my look at 10 great beginner-friendly games and family games. Thanks for watching.